episodes of this season, so she's back for more.
There's another question.
Yeah, this is for Tom and David. I was just wondering which you like writing better for, the beautiful woman on the show or the Warren Zevon references?
Well,
Do you like them or we like them?
well, I'm not. Was it a question? Can you ask it again? Well, Warren Zevon kind of became a touchstone for Tom and I early on. I had never actually been a fan of his music, and for some reason I started to listen to it right around the time we were shooting, or maybe shortly after. And then I just really got into it, and his songs just seemed to fit right into our world, focused as they were often on California and a certain kind of decadent California lifestyle and jaundiced view of the world. And Tom, I think I got you into, or
yeah, that's right. You actually passed the book on to me.
right. So it just kind of became something that we go back to again and again. But it's fairly new to both of us, and I don't remember the first part of your question.
Hi. So I heard that this was the last season of Weeds. That there was no more to come. Really, is that true?
Is that true? No.
Hi, my name is Berlin, and my question is, how was it becoming from being Fox Mulder, such a straight shooter, to being morally unrestrained on Californication?
Answer this question? Basically this question?
You know, each role you approach with the demands that the role has. So I think I said earlier, I don't compare the two in my mind. And, you know, I would hope that you don't have to either, that you can appreciate both shows in and of themselves as complete entities.
This is for Mr. Duchovny. Let me start by saying that you the man. The question I want to ask you is, how did you come across Hank Moody? Did the writers come to you, or did you go to them?
Oh, yeah, I think I'll let Tom answer that. It came to me. I wasn't necessarily looking to do a television show at that time in my life, and the script came to me, and I just thought it had the kind of humor that I associated with films from the 70s that I really liked, a certain kind of humor that I thought I could function in. And so I met with Tom, and take it away, Tom.
Long story short, Californication started as a screenplay that I wrote very much thinking about the anti-hero films of the 70s. I was thinking about Hal Ashby, and I was like, where is Warren Beatty today, or Jack Nicholson? And it was a terrible screenplay, actually. But the first 60 pages, my wife told me were great, so it became a spec cable pilot. David read it at some point. We had lunch. I thought the lunch went terribly. But then 2 days later, he had sent me this long letter telling, basically at the end of which he said, "Fuck you, this thing is keeping me up at night." Next thing I knew, we were negotiating, and it's been a dream come true.
Yeah, a fuck you for me usually means I'm about to do something.
You know, Michael, when you had a character too that really made an impression with people, TV viewers, and then you came and did a different one. David, you had the same. As actors, that's your job, but what about the perception of the public? Did you find that a challenge to kind of overcome the way that people see you?
I don't feel compelled to insist to people that I'm not really a serial killer anymore. To insist that I'm not really a funeral director, you know. But yeah, I mean, I guess the way people will approach now is a little different than it once was, you know, a little more like, you know, keep on doing what you're doing, that kind of thing. Whereas before it was more like, oh God, you really gotta make a change. I don't know, people worried about the character on 6 Feet Under being walked on and taken advantage of a lot more than they worried about the fact that Dexter continues to kill people. Which is weird.
Is there another question?
Yes, I have a question for Linda. I'm very interested in the balance of comedy and drama in Nurse Jackie, because it seems, although all of these shows have those elements, this one in particular moves from very serious moments to almost slapstick at points with Mary-Louise's character. I was just wondering if you could talk about that.
Yeah, when we started to do the show, and especially with someone like Edie, you know, who brings such great gravity to a role and such barometer of the truth, that we, in a hospital, New York hospital, we wanted to do gallows humor. You know, I mean, what really happens in life, somebody dies, and then somebody better crack a joke. You know, we learned this with our nurses too, that there's a lot of humor in these hospitals that just helps them as humans deal with their job every day. So we love having these really serious moments of somebody just died and then Zoe comes in and says something completely inappropriate. It just, I think that's really how life is, and it helps people cope, especially the nurses, that they tell us that that's how they really deal with work. And that's when the tap number came in last year. We were told by one of our nurses that they took the EKG leads and put them on the bottom of their shoes one night at Roosevelt Hospital and just tap danced all night. And I went, oh man, that's going in the show. So, yeah, I think the humor is really important to help, you know, cut the heaviness of the drama that these people deal with every day. Oh, I just brought the whole room down. I'm sorry. See, that was comedy.
Victoria, do you find source material too when you about drug dealers and also now the marijuana laws? I said, Victoria, with everything that's going on in California with marijuana laws, do you find source material in that? And do you also, with drug dealers and drug arrests, is that something you find yourself watching for material?
Yes, absolutely. Every time like a grow house is busted or a grow warehouse, I always want to know how it got busted. You know, who was a jogger driving by and smelled something. That's fascinating to me. Any kind of drug smuggling. Pets, anything I love.
Anybody in the audience, feel free to step up to the microphone. Is there another question?
I've been fans of a bunch of yours for a while, and I wanted to know which was your favorite roles for anybody that'll answer.
Well, in junior high, I got laughs in the Diary of Anne Frank that nobody should get. Let's just say.
I think that's like asking you to pick a favorite child in a way. Can we say that? No, you guys aren't going to back me up. I'm trying to get out of it. Yeah.
About the roles, like you feel about your children. Is that what you're saying? There's a weird feedback.
Yeah, I can't hear what you're saying.
Noticed in your recent role in Gamer, you played more of the villain character, and I was just wondering if you liked preferring more of the villain, complete evil, or going for the anti-hero, more good.
I'm, you know, all of it. I love that, you know, Dexter turns things on its head and invites you to root for the person who is usually the ultimate villain in a film, a serial killer. It's also fun to, you know, play megalomaniacal whack job straight up. It's nice to play good people, normal people to whom crazy things are happening, as opposed to people who are uniquely afflicted, you know. But I don't know if I have a preference.